be making welcome back to Blue Spruce Botanicals. Uh, if you already know the channel's called Basberry, but we discuss everything here from soap to cooking. And tonight I'm just going to be making another soap, and love to have you along with me. So I'll wait a few more minutes as I just double check my ingredients, make sure I'm good on my temperatures, and we'll be all set with that. Okay. As always, let me know what questions you have. Thank you for being here. It's truly appreciated every single time. I've already had a moment to melt all my oils and get those all situated. Make sure my tools are all working and get that going. All right, so got our oil blend right here. Start blending our oils. Get that set in there. I don't know why I picked this big spatula. I prefer the smaller one. Just give me a better corner. I like these spatulas here. This yellow one has a good corner about it. Gets in those nooks and crannies and those crevices. Yeah, interesting way to spend a Friday night, right? So I'll make some soaps. Today we went and watched a movie today. It was really fun. One of the new release movies for Memorial Day. It was a Disney movie. Any of you that have kids, you know what Disney movie came out today on Memorial Day. It was Lilo and Stitch. Fun movie. They did a pretty good job making it stick to the original. And I don't receive anything from that company to push their videos or anything. Yeah, what I need to do, I need to start getting a couple different cameras in here and go live on TikTok at the same time I go live on YouTube and then vice versa. But I think TikTok gets upset when you talk about another network on theirs. In fact, last time I talked about something on them, they said, "We're going to shut you down." I was like, oh, my bad. That makes sense, right? I want our money to go someplace, right? Oh, wow, 15 people. Welcome in. So tonight, as you join in, we're making our Gentle Paws dog shampoo. We recently started making this for our dogs, our friend's dog. We actually had someone down the street that said, "Hey, do you make a dog shampoo?" We said we do not, but I took a few moments and it took a long time, researched everything else for the dogs, make sure it was good and really healthy shampoo for the dogs. This shampoo has only essential oils in it, and it's really good for the dog's skin. It's really calming and soothing at the same time. And from everybody that's bought it has really been happy about how it rinses out really well from the dog's fur. It rinses out really, really fast. We have this live on our website, YouTube. We have live on our website, bluesprucebotanicals.com. Included the link down below, and go check it out. And if you haven't liked or subscribed to the videos, I'd really appreciate it. Always helps us out in the YouTube algorithm. And we just so you know, if you like any of the materials I have here tonight, I went ahead and put those on. I went ahead and put those on my links as well below, and because they're just would make it a little easier to find. I know when I was first starting out making soap, it was hard for me to find some of the pictures and some of the items that I needed. And then when I first I started making it in my kitchen. So I had different spatulas than what I first had. And I said, you know what? I don't want to get any of my spatulas mixed up with any of my kitchen spatulas. So I went ahead and changed those as well. And I now have them all nice colored spatulas going for there. All right, so What's interesting about this dog shampoo, we actually have coconut milk we put in here as well, so just really helps the doggy skin. You know, people ask me, I've heard people ask me, why do you do all this for a dog shampoo? Why do you have all these luxury items in there for the dog shampoo? Because, we all love our fur babies quite a bit, and we want to make sure that they're well taken care of. And this soap is really quality for the dogs, and it has the essential oil blend that helps with relaxation, helps with the insects as well, and it's just really good quality for the dogs all the way around. After this soap, I'm going to take a little bit of a break tonight, but then tomorrow I'm going to be making a soap that we make for a local charity we have here. We have a local charity here, and we donate a portion of all our profits by making them soap bars. So this is my essential oil blend going. I really wish you could smell that. Truly natural, really nice as well. All right, perfect. Add all those in. If you've been with me before, I'll wear my normal glasses now, but then in a second when I start playing around with the lye, I'm going to make sure I start wrapping up and watching out for my eyes, make sure they're all taken care of, because lye, it's not really fun ingredient to get on you. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, who's left with me? A couple people, huh? Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Hope you like this new live that I've been doing recently. Hope you're really enjoying it on the making soaps. Just something, we make in our company. And if you just joined us, we're making our dog soap tonight, Gentle Paws. All right, so now what we're going to do, we're going to start adding our lye. Get that burped. Put it over there. Get that stirred in. Get the air out. All right, now that I have my hot and butters, just one more check on temperature. Temperature's looking good. Check on my lye, it's looking good as well. Any questions, anything I can answer, let me know, okay? All right. As you see, there's no artificial colors. No artificial colors in this dog soap. Straight quality. And now what this is my lye water, okay? And remember, when adding lye to your soap, always add the lye water to the soap and not the other way around. Right? Never add the soap or the liquids to the lye. And what I use here is a 50-50 blend of lye and water already pre-blended. It makes my measurements much easier. It took me a second to catch on why I was doing it. Once I learned it, it's like the only way I've been doing it now. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to blend it to a light trace. So it makes it easier to pour. And the temperature's already starting to rise. When you start working with lye, the temperature starts rising slowly but surely on your soap. So I like to fill the bucket, see how the temperature is going so far. Make sure everything's incorporated really well also. Alright, so what we're looking for now is a light trace. Still a little heavier than what I like. See, you can see how it's blended right through here. In culinary we call that a nappe. However, in soap we call it a light trace. And it's actually almost there. When I stopped it, I started thickening up a little bit. But I'm going to make sure that's not a false trace. Okay, that's looking good actually. Right there. See how that's coming loose right there? And like I said, in culinary school we call that a nappe. And I don't know if you all go to watch the channel at all, but we do cooking and we do soap making as well. Started this cooking channel for my local neighbors here. Started a cooking channel for my local neighbors. All right, so now I'm gonna move that over here. And it's just a free channel that I just started on Facebook originally, and then recently moved it over to YouTube. Looks like vanilla pudding, huh? And the color from this strictly comes from the oils, the natural oils that we use, and also the essential oils as well. Okay. Put that down. Oh, it's such pretty when it works out like this. So pretty. And at first we tried the bar, a couple different shapes. But we found this is actually a really good bar that the people, our clients really like. It's not too heavy, not too small, not too big as well. When they're watching their dogs, everybody's giving me some good feedback on it. If you buy the soap, let me know what you think about it. I'd love to hear your feedback on it, always. You know, we've had some really, the feedback I have received so far has been really great about being really positive. People talk about how they love how their dog relaxes afterwards. You know, one of the people I made it for, they said, "Oh, my dogs all took a nap right afterwards." You know, they said that's unusual for them. I know one time I was using it, actually a couple of times, used the dog shampoo on the dog, and the dog shampoo, but that was really weird. And I don't feel that way after using the shampoo here, because you can get this on you and it actually has everything that a human soap would actually have. So it has the shea butter, olive oil, just to name a few. Okay. I'm just going to spread this around a little bit. Yeah, I'd love to hear your feedback if you decide to buy one from us. And after this video, and the video is live tonight on Friday, Memorial Day weekend, I'm going to put a special code in there for all weekend called YouTube. I'll put a special code in there. That'll be 10% off of everything site-wide. Everything site-wide, 10% off tonight because you're watching this on YouTube. Okay, so now I'm going to start splitting it off a little bit. No questions so far? Cool. Hey there, if you're just joining us, we're making our Natural Paws, our Gentle Paws natural dog soap tonight. One fun thing is after we take this one, we stamp all of our bars, our soap bars, we stamp them all. However, this one we stamp with we actually take a rose clay or Brazilian purple clay. We like to use one of those too. And then we stamp it with those. All right, first bar looking good. And if you didn't hear, tomorrow we're going to be making another soap. We actually have a soap that we work with one of our nonprofits here in the area. There's actually a company called Street Side Showers, and we provide soap to them. And what they do, they actually give homeless. They drive around a portable shower. They actually give homeless people able to go in and take showers. So we like to partner with them as well, and we provide soap for them. However, I can only provide soaps if I have the sales. And so far to this day, we've given 20 bars. We just recently partnered with them, so 20 bars strong so far. And I love to keep counting and just continue to grow that. Usually have a couple questions. Any questions tonight? Is the chat working tonight? Any questions? No? YouTube stranger, I have a couple questions from everybody. Right, if you're just new here, we're making a Gentle Paws dog soap tonight. Put that in there. There we go. What kind of soaps do y'all use for your dogs? You know? Anybody? Any specific type of soap that you want to see on the site? Or any specific type of animal products you want to see? That I can start researching, because that's exactly how the Gentle Paws soap came about. As I was asked to make it, so I did a bunch of research on it to make sure I used everything specifically related to dogs. You know, and then we're looking at cat shampoos as well. But right now, the dog shampoos, we had to be especially careful with cats because they lick more than dogs do. Like I was reading, one of the things I saw said cats, the lavender will make cats sick. So you have to be careful with the lines like that, right? It's like castor oil. The dog can have castor oil on the soap, on the external part of their body. However, they cannot have castor oil from the castor being an internal part of their body. One it's not been saponified, because castor oil can make dogs sick, like fresh straight from the castor bean. All right, we're gonna get this cleaned up, and as you notice, with all my dog's products, we don't use any sort of garnish for this whatsoever, or any sort of topper, because I don't want to make it difficult for you to comb out of your dog or anything like that. I'll make it as easy as possible for you. Make it easy as possible for the dogs as well, Any questions? No, you're good. Ora budro te vedrò. All right, perfect. Almost there. Just me cleaning up, just to make it look nice. I like to have a nice, clean-looking bar. Here's the Virgo in me. All right, perfect. There we go. I'll lay the rest down in a second. All right. Well, that's it. Us making the soap tonight for the dog soap. What questions you all have regarding the dog soap? And if you've been with me before, I store, when we're heating our soap, I don't use the oven. I utilize this ice chest, and I'm about to create my own ice chest pretty soon, and I'll put a video of that when I create that one. Because I've used the oven before, and the oven has given me some serious challenges. I've tried to turn it on, leave the light bulb on. I've tried to go through there and let me see. I've tried to turn it on, leave the light bulb on, and then let it cool off by itself. I've tried to turn it to the warming section. I've tried to turn it into just nothing at all. And so I had soap volcano on me the first couple of times. In fact, multiple times I had soap try to volcano on me because I put it in the oven. So then what I did, I started moving my soap to the dryer, because I was still making small, so I moved my soap to the dryer, on top of the dryer, not in the dryer, of course. And then from the top of the dryer, that actually worked really well. And now that I make it a little bit larger, I had a little small styrofoam ice chest I started utilizing. I love that one, but it's not big enough for 3 bars. So then I started making this one, and this one's good. I don't like how the sides collapse a little bit, but it holds the temperature really well. But I'm actually going to go in and actually create my own box. It's going to be my own soap box that can actually fit a slab mold into it. I don't have a slab mold yet. The goal is to grow into the company so we can start utilizing slab molds. And so that means we're just growing, which would be very nice to hear. Um, and then from there, we'll be able to start get larger and larger. All right, so thank you so much for being here tonight. I hope you enjoyed watching this video tonight. Just in my own little world of the making the soap. And thank you again. I might come on here in a few hours or an hour or so, and I might be making another dog product that we have. We actually have another specialty dog product. We're just working on labeling and everything for it right now, and I think you'll all be really happy with that, especially if you have dogs and you come up to the hot summer. Oh, there is a chat here. Maybe that was weird. Thought I saw a chat at first. I was like, oh, what's that? All right. Oh, what happened there? Oh my gosh. That was weird. I'm not touching any more buttons. All right. Well, thank you all again. You have a great night. I appreciate all your time. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the videos. It just helps the YouTube algorithm push a little bit further. And if you like any of the products I was using tonight, I just put those into a link in Amazon. And I don't know if you know how the Amazon links work. When you click on the video and you go directly to that link, you have to actually buy that product that's in the link. If you like, hey, I'm going to scroll around and go somewhere else, it doesn't work. But hey, no matter what, it's in there for you. Feel free to utilize it. Have a great night. Thank you so much again. God bless you all. Bye-bye.